But this works. It doesn't, I'll be fuming. Works on that bit.
Do you hope this isn't going to cause a fire?
No, it won't. I think I need to heat it up again though. But disappointed it cooled down so fucking quickly. But it melted straight through that foam, that's good. Yeah. For a second cut this time. Oh shit. So hopefully, as you can see, I've severed that bit, which looks a little bit messier than it actually is. It's gone really well. There's a tiny bit left, but I'm not going to disturb it any further. It's just literally burned that bit there. But you won't really see that when I'm walking around anyway. That has severed completely and left that open. And then we've got the strap that's going to join onto there. I don't quite know how yet. I've got a couple of different options, so we'll explore those. But then that will cross over there. It should look good. First idea I've got is this military belt that I've got. Chop it off there, chop it off there, strap it in between, so I've got a nice big hefty clasp. Yeah, I'm going to see what we can do. So the straps are sort of neatened up now. I've tucked the fabric inside itself, and I'm going to get rid of this white stuff when I'm going to sew these together with something that I don't have yet. I'm keeping these little straps on for now, just in case. They might come in handy as anchor points for something, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, these are all just tucked inside themselves, ready for stitching. I cut my belt in half, that's going to go across here. I decided to go with the green belt. I had this. I think I might make use of this somewhere else, so we'll have a look at that later down the line. But I also wanted to add a touch of colour, so the green is going to go across here, kind of across that way. The distance, sort of, probably like that, maybe a bit longer. I don't know. It'll need playing with, but I'm going to try and make it adjustable too. I don't know about that. I don't know if I've got the buckles, but hey, we'll give it a go. Just so you can see, I've now tucked these in and glued them. That doesn't look very clean, but it's not that bad. When it's like that, you don't even see it because it's going to have a big green strap on it anyway. And that one's the same. So the only thing I don't like about it is it bulges out a little bit, that side and that side, but yeah, I'll take it. The glue's holding well, and I'll be threading these together later. Just wanted to show you another element to this cosplay. I've got these this knee pad, right, and this one. Obviously, what I did was I got some of these special operations Spec Ops knee pads, and I wanted to add a bit of something to them because they don't really draw much attention. So I made this, and it's a little insert that looks like this when it's in. Basically, it's just made out of cereal card with some Hive tape on it. However, that was a stopgap because I've got this now. Hive with hexagons. So I'm going to put a bit of that on there, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And when you look at them from a distance, you probably can't tell a massive difference. When you look at them up close, that looks cool. The hexagons, I think, just make it look kind of high tech. That just looks. It's the details, I think, that count. There you go. I'll probably be using more of this tape on other bits, but we'll see what happens. Hello boys and girls, look at what this has devolved into. I don't know if you can see this properly on camera, but there's my stitching for the front of these to keep that. This is a sort of centrepiece. I don't know if I've showed you this yet. That centrepiece is going to go here. I don't quite know how I'm going to connect it all together yet with that green belt, but that's going to go there because the comms unit needs to attach here, so that needs to be untouched more or less. So I might cut that off there. I don't know how we're going to do it yet, but that's that. The back looks hideous. sort of. Yeah. That's white because to seal this thread, instead of tying it and having it potentially fall off, I'm just melting it with a lighter and then pressing it against something so it forms this kind of cap, but it kind of stuck to the table as I was doing it and pulled a bit of the table with it. So yeah, that's it. This is it, sort of. This is prototype Mark 1. It's very rough around the edges, but it's called proof of concept. Got like tiny bit of thread holding that there. That's going to bear no weight whatsoever. The buckle's in, and you know it moves around a little bit, but that's kind of planned. It's so that it can sit and move as you move. This whole load of webbing that's been sewed on underneath. It's really, really neat, even though you don't see it. So anyway, that little bit is probably going to come down a bit to accept that little bit in there, so it adds a bit more sort of flexibility to the size of the pouch, and then that buckle will go underneath it. I just need to figure out how to get that to attach to this and look good. I can glue it and stitch it, but it'll look crap, so I need to figure that out first. Right, so this is the finished bag, more or less. Still a few finishing touches and things that I want to do to it, but it's there. We've got an adjustable little bit for your shoulder, so that you can sort of artificially create a bend at the right height for you. It's very hard to adjust, but I did that on purpose so that it doesn't ever come undone. You can undo it, you can take this bit off and then the next one and da 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 da, but yeah, it's better not to. This big heavy duty buckle that does this. This big heavy duty buckle that does this. Oh yeah. And then that's just a separate, you can see that. I think my only regret about this project, just to quickly interject, is this bit where I cut off the other handle. It looks kind of nasty, but you can't actually see it that bad in real life. It picks it up really well on camera though for some reason. Anyway, next part is this one. So this is actually the strap from this side, you see, repurposed to have this heavy duty military belt that I paid like a tenner for and only used like a sixth of, but I've reinforced it with this webbing stuff here, fully durable. I tried pulling this as hard as I could, it won't come apart. And then on the flip side you have this little buckle. It's all loose and stuff because I plan on doing stuff with this later. I want to put some like molly webbing all the way around, so I've just kind of quickly sewn in this buckle so that you can do this, and you can get access to the whole belt. And if I ever need to chop any off, I guess I can, I don't know, I can do something with it at least. The option is there. So that's it for now. I'm going to cut to me wearing it, hopefully. Woo! Look at the time, it's 7:31. So I spent all day doing this. If you're wondering why there's so much progress between this and the last time you probably saw it, it's because Morgan took the battery that I took from her. So anyway, look at it, little dangly thing. Yeah. And then obviously the little box. But look, that's what's funny.
Yeah, if you hit me with that at any point in a convention.
That is the go bag.
A bit dark. More like.
That is the go bag.
Go get a hobby, yeah. Face the light. Yeah, okay.
Doesn't the hair look fabulous?
No.
Yeah.
Woo. Turn around. Do a twirl. Ah, do you look precious? Ah.
Well, my camera's been dead for a few days and I couldn't find a charger, so it's been a while. We've made progress. Bag's finished, which I think I already showed you. If I didn't, I'll find out in editing. But this is gonna be my sort of sci-fi-esque breastplate that you see on the Division Agents armour. It's going to be covered in fabric, so it looks like what they have in game. They sort of tend to have these like segmented ballistic plates wrapped in, I don't know, like a fabric, so it would look like, well, when this is finished, hopefully you'll see what I mean. But yeah, it's going well. I'm just currently planning out some segments for these. So if you have a look there, that is more or less going to go there. And then I'm going to make one for every little section, just to provide some kind of support for the final layer of fabric that's going to go over the top. So I don't know if I'm going to get this finished in time for my next convention, but we'll see. Double, one's upside down and one's not. I'll give you the footage later. Get like close-ups and like, you know, pan around.
What is this?
Like a like you would.
It's not
like
a CMV, darling. We're not doing a cosplay music video.
I was gonna. No, it doesn't. Let's put a hat on. That always helps. Yeah, wearing a hat indoors, what? Hello, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to Morgan's terrible camera work, I've got to tack this onto the end and show you that things have changed a little. So, this is the bag finished. So, a nice sturdy strap there, with the buckle on. It all works really well and it all looks quite nice and professionally done. That bit's coming off or staying on, I'm not sure. This is the front of it. That's genuine medic pouch with actual medic things in. That's a radio pouch that doesn't have a radio in, because the comms unit that I'm getting printed soon is going to have the radio in. Binoculars in for now. Why? Got my N7 patch to represent until I get the SHD one. Anyway, moving on to the last thing, the armour piece. So it's changed. This is a sort of halfway point template. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll take that fabric off and show you. There we go. So before I went to SunnyCon, I decided to just paint it, and it was a little bit different. I've actually changed it since, but didn't film it for whatever stupid reason. However, I've cut off the sides to sort of trim it down a bit, because it was restricting movement. So like literally couldn't put my arms together and move properly. So I've trimmed that down. That will now fit on there quite nicely, and that's pretty much it. I think I'm having difficulty with putting more fabric over the top to make it look how I want it to look, so I might actually start a new one. But for now, that's it. That's the state. We've gone back a step. So yeah, for now that is it, and we'll probably have a follow-up once I get a comms unit and start a new piece. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching the Division cosplay video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this lighting gets better, and we'll see you online or in the comments section or somewhere. We have Twitter and stuff. Go follow us. Bye.
Subscribe.